All right, it's that time again for pennies. I've got 10 rolls. So hopefully we find some good stuff. And let me get into these and see what we find, and I'll bring you back. If I find something, hopefully I'll bring you back before the end. Intro, take 473. Cue music. Cue coins.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Now pick them up. I'm not rich. Okay, I'm on roll number 3. It looks like I've got a first find here. This is a Canadian. 1989. 1 cent. That's the first find there. Nothing really else. I've got a few to check on the album, but so far that's it. Hopefully I see some more stuff. Still on roll number 3, and I'm just a few coins back, and I didn't notice this from the edge because it's kind of dark. But look at that. That is a young Elizabeth II. This one's probably from the 50s or 60s. Let's take a look and see. Ooh, 1959. Awesome. That's a 1959 young Elizabeth II. Second find. 2 Canadians from this roll. Okay, I figured I'd show this here. It's a 1960, but it is in pretty nice shape. It's got some nice kind of brownish red color to it. It's a pretty good shape too for being from 1960. Looks like it's a large date. So that's awesome. That might be an upgrade for the album. That's fun. I'm going to put that up here and we'll check it at the end. I am back on roll number 10. And as I'm going through here, down a little bit, I noticed I have some wheat ears sticking out in the back. This was 2 coins from the end of the roll. Man, they were making me wait for a wheat cent in these 10 rolls. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's a 1946 S. Oh, it's out of San Francisco. That's nice. I don't see many San Franciscos, so that's awesome. We'll put it up here. Okay, so I've got the 1946 S wheat penny, 2 Canadians, and the 2009, and I've got about a dozen cents up here to check against the album to get that nicer 1960. So that's a pretty nice one. These 2 should fit in the album nicely. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I will check what I have against the album, set anything that upgrades or fills a spot aside with these, and I will go get some more coins from the bank in a few days, and I will add that to this and kind of make a longer video because, you know, a few finds doesn't last very long. So I'll be back with some more coins in just a second. Okay, so what's been a few seconds for you has been about 2 weeks. Things got crazy and I haven't been able to get to the bank, but I got 22 rolls of pennies earlier today from the bank. So I'm going to add this to my other finds on the video. And I looked at these 2. They look like they're both brand new 2021 rolls. So I'm probably going to correct them and look through them and see if I find any errors or anything like that. But I'm not expecting a whole lot. This one has a 73 on the end, and it's in nice shiny shape. I might have to set that one aside and check the album. All right, let me get to cracking these and get back to the hunt. Again, we still only have the 1 wheat cent in 1946 out of San Francisco. Okay, I'm almost done with roll number 3. So far, no new finds. A few nice ones that I'm going to check against the album. but I wanted to share this one here. Kind of 1970 D, and it's in pretty excellent shape. And it's not showing up on the camera, but it has some nice pinkish purplish toning upon here. I could see a little bit, but it is so much more vibrant and nice in person. It's even more so on the back. This is a really nice penny. And there's a little die chip up here on top of the building. It's just very tiny on the edge of the roof. Right in there. So anyhow, that's a really nice penny. I'm gonna set it up here, and definitely a keeper. Okay, so I am finishing up on roll number 4. Come across this 2015. Now you're probably not going to be able to see it here, so I will switch to my microscope and I'll pop the microscope up. But this 2015 has doubling a double die obverse. Let me switch to the scope and we'll take a good look at it here. Okay, so looking at the coin, if you can see right here at the T, it's got some notching here and here. The Y has some notching here and here. You can see how it's stretched out here. And then over on the 2015, it's not as noticeable, but you can see how the data is stretched out. There's a little bit of notching here, a little bit here. It's hard to see. A little bit here. It is hard to see as well. But also you can check out on the. You can see that S is doubled. It's extra wide, and there's a little notching there, and so is the U. The R you can make out some, and the T here. Let's see. Here is the Variety Vista website. DDO number 2 or number 1. You can see here the T has the notching, the Y has the notching. I can't see the lines on mine. I think my scope's not catching them very well. I can see a little bit on some of the numbers, but you can see there's some notching here and here that matches up. And then if we go to the U and the S and the R here in trust, you can see that as well. And this is DDO number 1. So yeah, that's a awesome little find there. Yep. And it matches up. So there you have it. This looks like DDO number 1. Listed out on Variety Vista. The doubling in the letters Trust, Liberty, especially the Y, and doubling on the date. I didn't see any other major things. It does look like there's that little die crack under the O that it talks about. So that's our first find, first major find. That's an awesome little find. I've never found a 2015 double die obverse. Excellent. Okay, I'm going through roll number 8, and I come across, this is my first 2022 penny. Yeah, 2022. That's a nice little find. This is in a customer wrap rolls. So, yeah, got a 2022 penny. I'm gonna set it up here because I don't have those in the album yet. Okay, I am back on roll number 13, and right here is the dumping it out. I see we have a Canadian, 1973. It's the first from these rolls, but the third overall for this video. All right, I am on roll 15, and I've got a first wheat cent find of this hunt. It's a 1955 out of Philly. Well, this is the first of the second set of rolls I have. 15 rolls in. We have our second wheat cent of the hunt total. Notice this is a 2009. Hey, it's a log cabin. I'll put it up here. All right, let me keep looking, see if I find any more in the last 5 rolls. There's 7 rolls left, but again, I'm saving these 2 for last. I'm just going to look through them. and see if there's anything interesting in there. I am on roll 17 and I'm working my way through, and I see I have some wheat ears poking out here. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Let's flip it over and see. Hey, it's a 1951. That is the second wheat cent of the second half, third wheat cent overall. All right, roll number 18. And I've got another Canadian here. Let's see. This one is a 1965. 1965. Awesome. That makes 4 Canadians total for the hunt. 2 from the first half, 2 from the second half. All right. Okay, so I finished out the 20 customer wrap rolls, and I've got these 2 bank wrap rolls that look like they're both brand new 2021s. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack these open and check and see if they are new. And I'll crack both of them open here. If the first one looks new, 100% new there. Let's see here. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. Those all have to be new. All right, so I'm gonna slide this out and drop that down here. Oh yeah, look at that. All new. All new. Let me crack this one open too. Go ahead. I'm just gonna flip through these and see if I see any errors or anything. See if there's any really nice ones to check against the album. And this one is all new as well. Nice. All right, so I've got a pile of brand new 2021s, 100 brand new 2021s. I'm gonna go through, and when I get done, if I find anything, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna wrap up the hunt here, and I'll go through the finds, and then we'll go over the album, see what we upgrade and fill. After finishing up those 2 rolls, found this is the only really interesting find I have. Out of all these brand new pennies, this one has the edge scraped off. You can see the zinc under the copper. It is just scraped off there. And these are all pretty much brand spanking new pennies. I wonder if there was a problem with the planchet. It's just a defective planchet. Let's see if I can get it a little closer. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. You can just see the scratch lines there. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Never seen anything like it or heard of anything like it, but this is on a brand new shiny penny. There's no other real damage to it other than those scrape marks. That's really interesting. Well, let me clean up all this and I'll bring a rant back. Okay, so wrapping up, had 3 wheat cents, 4 Canadians. This 1960 small date, a very nice 1970 out of Denver. The first 2022 penny, and the 2015 double die reverse DDO number 1. Yeah, so stick around. I'm gonna do the check of the albums, and I'll get back to you and show you what I've upgraded or filled. Okay, on this first book, 1909, 1940, had nothing that old, so nothing for this book. In book 2 here, got the 1946S. It looks like it's a little bit better. I don't know. That one's quite nice. Just kidding. Yep, that is definitely an upgrade. The 51 fills a spot here. And this 1955 is another definite upgrade over the corroded one. Got a 1960 here. That has some red to it. It's nice red brown and definitely better shape than this one, so that's an upgrade. Over here, I did come across a really nice 1969 that I think I'm going to replace over this red brown one. even though it's not perfect, but it's much nicer. The 1970 out of Denver. Upgraded my personal album. So this is the one I had in there, and it is in a little bit better shapes and doesn't have a fingerprint, so I'm going to do that one. That is all for this book here. All right, in book number 3, I've got a 1982 copper large date that is in slightly better shape. It's kind of hard to see on the camera here, but it is in a better shape. So I'm going to switch that one out. All right, over on the next page, I've got a 1993 here. This one has some spots on it. This one's a bit cleaner, so I'm going to upgrade that. And then got a 2020 here. It's just a much nicer, just a nicer quality coin. They're both quite red and only have a few spots, but this one is a nice, smoother, looks like it's got a stronger strike to it than this one, so I'm going to upgrade that one. Okay, so on the last page in this book, 2009 out of Denver, it's going to fill a spot there. Then I've got a 2012 and a 2012 Denver. They're just nicer coins than the ones that are in there, so I'm going to swatch those out. Okay, and in book 4, I've got the nicest 2021 I found, which is a very beautiful coin. I'm going to switch it out for this 2021. And then the 2022 I'm going to put in this book, because my personal book does not have room for a 2022. So there we go. All right, so all in all, out of the 22 rolls I went through, I had 11 upgrades and 3 spots filled. That's pretty good out of 33 rolls. Yep. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.